Okay. Jesse Robinson. I'm in the MAT program. An instructor, Kim Wilkerson, a lesson plan evaluation assignment. And the lesson plan I chose is the right afforded to people by the way of the U.S. Constitution and the amendments, which is a 12th grade civics government lesson on the Constitution amendments. My first question was, does the lesson plan contain a writing component requiring students to communicate through writing as a scientist, historian, mathematician, etc.? What would within the discipline in the real world? Under the presentation of the new material, there are two writing components. Yes. And one was having students complete their own version of using the preferred style of diagram. Two, using a spreadsheet, having students explain in their own words what the main premise or idea of each amendment addresses. Next question. Does the lesson plan require students to interact at some point as an intellectual community? Do they share their knowledge, learning, findings using the language of discipline? That answer is yes, because in the anticipatory set, students are supposed to share knowledge about the Probation era, in which an amendment reversed this law and how old you have to be to vote. Next question. Does the lesson plan include a project-based activity? If unsure of this, do some research or project-based tasks, activities. Are they doing work that a real scientist or mathematician, etc., would do in the real world? That answer was yes, because it asked students to develop a floor chart to represent the two ways amendments to the Constitution can be made. And next question. The ultimate evaluation is this. Does the lesson plan require the student to think like a scientist, think like a historian, think like a mathematician, etc.? Does it require students to learn, use, know a specific set of behaviors dedicated to the discipline or area of study within the discipline? That answer is yes, because it examined how the Constitution guarantees due process of law through Constitution amendments. It also analyzed basic individual rights and freedoms guaranteed by amendments and laws. And it also evaluated amendments in the terms of importance of the students' daily lives or to the everyday function of the government. The conclusion of your assignment should be a summary including your evaluation of whether or not this was a quality lesson plan and the reason for your decision. Yes, it was a quality lesson plan. This lesson plan, because this lesson plan helps students with their reading skills and requires them to organize activities while demonstrating comprehensive skills. A rubric could have been used in this lesson to help students evaluate the quality of their own work or other students' constructive response. And also it considered disciplinary learning strategies. This lesson could be effectively taught by teachers to engage students in the discipline of civic government. It was a great lesson. I've learned a lot as in the teaching profession, wanting to be a teacher, that the importance of getting these strategies to help students become better students and helping them perform better. I love history, and so it'll be right up my alley if I, become a history teacher. I think having students involved, like this lesson plan, having them involved in the activity, having them to interact with each other, have them to think like a historian, is beneficial because it keeps kids active. It gets kids wanting to learn. It enthusiastic children and students to learn about the discipline. I am Jesse Robinson in the MAT program under the tutelage of Kim Wilkerson. Thank you very much.